What is One Piece? Now, this video was spawned because of a recent video that Code Provider did. Shout out to Code. Shout out to Code, my bad. Shout out to Code once again. He does mad work. He puts in great videos, great content. Go check him out if you haven't already. I know y'all probably do, right? So anyways, I said in the comment, I finally need to go ahead and do a video on what One Piece actually is. I'm not talking about the series, because y'all know I've talked about One Piece on this channel on numerous occasions, right? But really, what is One Piece? Because in the story of One Piece, you know, there's a treasure Goldie Roger left behind. And he says, all my treasure is in One Piece. You know, go find, become Pirate King, all that jazz, right? Good stuff, good stuff. But there's one of the greatest mysteries of One Piece. I said one of them, because there's many great mysteries, is really what One Piece is, right? And there was, I mean, Cole talked about the Will D, he talked about this great theory he heard. It was a great, you know, what I say, great, crazy, and detailed theory. I admitted that. It was very detailed, and it seemed to make sense, but I'm still not buying. I'm still sticking to my result, my conclusion I was drawing a while back. And I'll probably talk about the Willie D on another occasion, because I'm not entirely at this point sure what the Willie D is. Now, people have done a lot of guesses, and I know it has to tie in with the Straw Hat episode. And people are saying back to the Ancient Kingdom, and it probably does have this. I mean, there's some crazy theories about the moon and everything else, but it's neither here nor there. It will all tie in to what One Piece is. What is One Piece? And One Piece is, ready for it? One Piece is the Rio Poneglyph. That's right. One Piece is the Rio Poneglyph. Poneglyph, however you want to say it. Rio Poneglyph. And that, some people may already think that. They may throw some people off. And why not claim that? Now, obviously, Oda hasn't revealed what One Piece actually is. That will be revealed 2 years down the road, whether we actually get to Ralph Tail or before then. Whatever, right? Shanks know. I mean, people know. Now, look, understand the totality of this theory. Number one, Buggy was on Roger's crew as well as Shanks, right? Red-haired Shanks, Buggy the Clown. Buggy, if it was a treasure, Buggy the Clown would be trying to get there. Buggy the Clown don't want any piece of One Piece. So it's obviously not material wealth. You know, there was a trade that was done, I think, was it Shanks during the Marineford? He gave him a map to somebody's treasure or something. Shanks knows what One Piece is. Shanks isn't trying to become Pirate King. Now, why is that? Arguably the most powerful man alive at this point. Dark King Silver's Rayleigh was willing to tell the Straw Hats when they were on Sabo the Archipelago, right? And I forget the lady's name, but you know, his lady friend, to say the least. But, you know, Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, he said no, and, you know, the Straw Hats, like, we'll find it. That's interesting. Rayleigh was willing to tell them, but why Luffy? Interesting. Very interesting. You know, you could say, give reasons for Luffy, but, you know, why did Rayleigh train Luffy? Law, you know, protected Luffy. Saved him in the Marineford. And then there was a recent revelation, I won't spoil it, but there was a recent revelation of something that Law said. I will say it's had something to do with D. Now, we don't even know what that food is, but that's not a huge food. But something to do with D, okay? It's something about D. And then we think of the players. Luffy's dad, Monkey D. Dragon. And we think of Monkey D. Rock, okay? We look at all these things. We think about the fact that each of the Straw Hats' goals. Now, most of them are irrelevant to the point of One Pieces. I mean, you look at it. Choppers to say, you know, find a cure-all for everyone, okay? You look at Nami's to sail the whole world. I don't care getting at, you know, Zoro's as a swordsman. You look at Frankie's to sail a ship around the world, okay? Okay. I mean, they do go into the Pirate King area. You know, they all do, but Brook is the Seal of Boom, so, you know, that one's, who all of us? Usopp's a very brave warrior, see. Okay. But two of the three, besides Luffy's Pirate King, two very important goals, dreams, are obviously Sanji's All Blue and Nico Robin's her Rio Poneglyph, her wanting to find about the ancient history. And I've been saying for a while, Robin is going to be massively huge in order for Luffy to become a Pirate King because of the Poneglyphs. And look at it. You look at everybody else. Everybody else serves a direct purpose on the ship. Brook, he's a musician, is iffy, but serves direct. Robin doesn't have a direct purpose. She's an assassin, but she's an archaeologist. She doesn't have a direct purpose on the ship besides being a friend of the Strides, being a Nakama. Okay? And so when you look at it, what is Robin's purpose? Robin's purpose is to find history. You look at it, we saw in Skypiea. That's why people need to look at Skypiea. Roger was up there. He left a note in Skypiea, and that gold, y'all see the thumbnail. We see the Poneglyph. We see down, and even before that, Robin's introduction, we see Crocodile, and we see the ancient weapon Pluton talking about that, right? And we see the Poneglyph and Alabasta. Now in Dressrosa, it reveals something about Alabasta, okay? Reveals something. Like I said, I don't want to spoil, but Dressrosa talked about it. And if you read the Dressrosa arc, you know what I'm saying? Something that has to do with Don Quixote Doflamingo's backstory. But, that's enough of that. In Fishman Island, we found out a couple things. We found Joy Boy. Now I was reminded this because of code. Joy Boy, the Poneglyph down there. We also see, Noah. We also see the ancient weapon Poseidon is actually the mermaid princess, right? Shirahoshi. I think that's her name. Shirahoshi. Okay. These Poneglyphs, they're continually threading everything together, right? Slowly revealing. Now also remember that Robin has been, first of all, you look at her backstory, because she could read, because she knew she's the only one alive, as far as we know, that can read the Poneglyphs. She was giving a 79 million berry bounty as an 8-year-old child. Not because of the devil, because she was stuck because of her knowledge. Then she went to the Revolutionary Army. Now, we don't know what she learned in that 2-year time skip, okay? Now, with Sanji's point, the All Blue, it's very interesting, a mythical scene. Now, the theory I heard about the destruction of the Grand Line and the Red Line and all that sounds all good and dandy, but it doesn't make sense. And here's why. You will cause massive flooding around the world. You will cause, a whole bunch of chaos. Now, it may happen to be true, but I find it problematic on a few accounts. When you look at the Rio Poneglyph, you still, whether that theory is true, you still have to find the Rio Poneglyph. You still have to find it. All the events that happen are because of the information that Luffy will discover on the Rio Poneglyph. Okay? Shanks wants peace, as was shown at Marineford. I guarantee he took up the Yonko role to make sure peace was attained. Because you look at Kaido, you look at Big Mom, however you want to say it. She goes by both names. You look at, Whitebeard Edward Newgate. He was keeping peace, but Shanks really was keeping peace, right? Whitebeard was getting old. Blackbeard, we look at him now. You think he's keeping peace? The one who's really keeping peace in the New World is Shanks. He knows what One Piece is going to do. On that Rio Poneglyph is the detailed or the most explicit history of the One Piece world. Or it's a guide to all the Poneglyphs. In some way connects. However Oda decides to play it out, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Luffy finds out about what Willie went down, and it has to do with where the Willardy comes in, because you could go back to the ancient kingdom, wherever the moon, wherever the deeds come from, And it's very interesting, one of the things you gotta understand about it is what did Whitebeard say at Marineford? He said that Blackbeard, Marshal D.T., he's a D, he doesn't carry the will of D. Also, we have a break-off. Ace's will, it'll be inherited. Now, there's recent events happening in the Dressrosa arc once again that people think a certain individual will carry off with Ace's will. What is Ace's will? I don't think Ace's will is necessarily Goldie Roger's will. It might be, but that's not the vibe I'm getting. Roger's will, that golden age of pirates or whatever. And look at all the chaos, the worst generation, the supernovas from 2 years ago on a mission. They say in the New World, as I've stated in other videos, that every big incident in the One Piece world currently, there's always one of the worst generation involved. Now, who are the worst generation? You got Monkey D. Luffy, Roronoa Zoro, Eustace Captain Kidd, Killer, Trafalgar Law, X-Drake, Red Flag X-Drake. You had Capone. You had Uruguay. You had Junior Bonnie. You had Marshall D. who's now Yonko, and you have Apu. Okay, and I'm all missing somebody. Oh, Hawkins. How can I forget Hawkins? They always causing something. They continue causing chaos and shaking up the order. Look at if you know, and it's not a surprise because we that far in Punk Hazard. They shaking things, the plan between that Law proposed to Luffy. Cause chaos. Take down Kaido. One of the emperors. Why? What did the Garou not want because of Robin? They wanted that information. Shut up. They don't want the rest of the world to know for that information. The 20 kings and whatnot. They don't want that information getting out. That Rio Poneglyph is the One Piece. It explains so much. The All Blue. Now, how do we know that the All Blue is necessarily even? One of it could be. There's a couple things it could be. It could be in the sky, in space potentially. Could Oda take it to space? Don't know. He already took it to the sky. It could be in somewhere in the Grand Line, possibly New Raft Town. Don't know. In the New World, it makes a lot of sense. Or we're all the four oceans meet somewhere. Or it could be underwater, undersea. We've already gone to Fishman Island. Who knows? Now, as far as in Luffy, the prophecy of Luffy destroying Fish Mountain, that could happen in a number of ways. That could happen in the epic war that that I've predicted to come against Big Man, right? That could come because of, and yes, maybe Luffy was prophesied. That could come, in theory, right on that could come the Luffy having to fight, doing something. Luffy, maybe in his fight against Blackbeard, for example, he doggone Blackbeard's Quake, because remember he has a Quake with him in this fight, and Luffy and him fight, and Blackbeard ends up, destroying it. Luffy's conquers Haki. Who knows how Oda will take it? But the fact is, once Luffy finds it, remember, does Dragon know about this? It's a potential. That's a possibility of why Dragon became a revolutionary. We don't know the backstory of Dragon. That's potential why. Okay, it's a potential why. We know Roger's back. And another thing, one of the mysteries is Whitebeard said that you will meet Roger at the end. Even on Roger's day, Goldie Roger supposedly dead. They saw Mars and you will meet Roger when you get to, pretty much Raft Town, when you find One Piece. What does that even really mean? What is it? And does the Straw Hat unlock a way to Raft Town? I don't know. But when Luffy finds it, Luffy's going to put up a war. He's already declared war, and he's nothing. He's already declared war on the world government. This war is going to encompass the whole world. And that's what Whitebeard said. That information will destroy, because it's that information that's locked back to the ancient kingdom. You understand? Now, so much can be said, like I said, wherever the order takes it, but I'm telling y'all, all the logic, everything points to information on the real poneglyph, the real, the real hieroglyphics, the real story, the real history. Robin being on, that's what people need to realize. Robin being on the Straw Hat crew is so pivotal because she doesn't make sense. I mean, she has her things and people love Robin, I love Robin, everybody loves Robin. But as a role with the actual Straw Hats, she doesn't make sense. Think about that. She doesn't. And why would she have a goal like that? Every other person in the Straw Hat crew has some wild fantasy. She has a very, very specific goal. Now you say, oh, but Zoro has a specific... No, that's not what I'm saying. To find the real poneglyph and to find the real history of the world. That's a very finite, very, very finite goal. I mean, Luffy, to become Pirate King, he says it's all about freedom. That's a very lofty, Usopp's a brave warrior of the sea. That's a very vague kind of thing. Zoro to become the world's greatest swordsman. That has to do with defeating Mihawk, but it's being acknowledged by a lot of people. Finding the all blue, that could mean multitude of things. Where all the fish come together, that's a destination, but it's something more than that. You understand what I'm saying? Sailing throughout the world, and both, sailing with the thousand sun, Chopper healing everybody. Bro, finding the boom. Now that's a finite thing, but that goes along with the Straw Hats. See, all the rest of the Straw Hats goes tied together, except for Robin's. Why is that? Real poneglyph is One Piece. She and this, look, we haven't even heard pretty much anything from Robin this whole early on into the New World, okay? That's because why? She will play a huge part later. It was fake that Luffy said. It was fake that they met and fake that Luffy saved her. Faked. She knows about Pluton. She knows about Poseidon. All she has to do is all they have to do is find the third ancient weapon, Uranus. Just look at all the clues, ladies and gentlemen, and you decide. Unexpected one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts. Tell me what y'all think One Piece is. I want to hear the theories. Come with straight logic. Come with the facts of the story. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm bogus, point it out, whatever you think I am. But I'm serious when I say this, ladies. This ain't no trolling. As you can see, this is straight up. I come with you. Keep it 1,000. One Piece is the real poneglyph. We will see in time what Oda really says, but from all the facts, all the avenues you look at it throughout the story of One Piece, especially since they hit the Grand Line, okay, from the point when they hit the Grand Line and then now into the New World, the depths and layers that I'm getting into, you want to try to tell me it's some off crazy theory of destruction of the thing, and yeah, you say there's an attack. I mean, the fact is, it's not just going to be an attack on Mary Jo's. It's not going to be an attack on just Akainu's new Navy HQ, Marine HQ, headquarters, however you want to say it, and at the end of the New World. No. It's a war that will encompass the whole world. Now, whether it encompasses the entirety of the One Piece globe, I'm not sure it will. I want to know about why there's 6, and I'm pretty sure that the 6 moons will help be explained as well. And amongst other things, you could talk about a male coming back, and a bunch of other stuff. Well, we also talk about dealing with the whole world government. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with, it won't just be Luffy and Straw. So it will be the revolutionaries and so many other allies that Luffy will have. But a war that will encompass the world. Well, the world government controls most of the world. There are places like Wano Kuni and different ones that are not under, I don't think Alabasta is under the world government. There are certain places, okay? But most of the islands in the world are controlled by the world government. And Oda, it's been said, people's been talking about how Oda's saying that Marineford, and I can see it now because of the Dressrosa arc. How I personally just saying the Dressrosa arc, I'm at this point, I think it's greater than Marineford arc. I'm just saying, Marineford War arc, just saying. And if the Marineford War arc is supposed to be like a sideshow ending, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Once again, I expect when the light comes around. Tell me y'all thoughts, and yeah, man, I want to hear it. And until next time, y'all, peace. Gotta love One Piece. One Piece greatness.